Round 4 of the Subaru National Road Series comes to Queensland's beautiful Darling Downs for the FKG Tour of Toowoomba. Overall series leader Joe Cooper from the Avanti Racing team, he comes in with a handy 13-second lead over Tim Rowe from Budget Forklifts, and Cooper's teammate Jack Haig sits in third. Looks like it's going to be a big battle between those two teams in Budget and Avanti, but I can guarantee they will not have it all their own way. The tour itself consists of 5 difficult stages, but none tougher than stage 2 that climbs to the top of the Bunya Mountains. It also has a 23-kilometre team time trial, so the outright winner at the end of the 5 days will certainly be an all-round rider.
Tour of Toowoomba is probably one of the better races on the calendar for its stages, because every stage offers you a chance to gain time on your rivals. So aggressive racing, nice weather, great crowds, and that's the important thing.
Happy birthday, Tour of Toowoomba.
The celebrations got underway early with the cutting of the cake to mark the 5th birthday of the Tour of Toowoomba. A milestone that's not lost on the Mayor of Toowoomba, Paul Antonio.
We in Toowoomba understand the real benefits there are around this sort of tourism, sports tourism, and we're right into it. And this is a major part of it. It's doing a great job for our community, and we want it to grow, and we want it to become a world event if we possibly can.
And they're away.
Leading the peloton out on the neutral section in the white jersey from Avanti Racing is Joe Cooper, the overall series leader. 4 kilometres of neutral awaited the riders before the dropping of the red flag, and it wasn't too long until the attacks got underway. Eventually, a small group of 3 riders did get away from the peloton, and leading into the second intermediate sprint, it was Declan Baker just nudging ahead of Roland Visser. The 3 breakaway riders were eventually caught by another 4, including Pat Shaw, former 2-time winner of the race, riding for the Satellus Giant team. But a group this size was never going to be allowed much leeway in front of a very nervous peloton.
As expected, I thought there'd be some nervous starts and a lot of attacks. And eventually, the attacks didn't stop. Nothing really got away.
It was literally just following the moves. Jack followed about 50 moves out there. Marco, Coops, everyone was just following moves.
The next move to try its luck contained VIS rider Michael Gallia, the Paralympic gold medalist, and he was joined by Stu Smith from Search to Retain. This was the strongest attack of the day, and they stretched the lead out to 50 seconds, claiming the 4th intermediate sprint into Goombungie. But eventually they'd be reeled in as well, and it was the Avanti Racing team that went directly on the attack, and it was Joe Cooper, the overall series leader himself, that forced 4 riders away from the peloton. And this move forced the Budget Forklifts team to the front of the peloton, and collectively they chased Joe Cooper down. 5 kilometres from the finish was the final King of the Mountain sprint, and Budget Forklifts' Tim Rowe took the honours, testing his legs ahead of the bigger climbs to come in the tour. The last roll of the dice came from Search to Retain's Brendan Canty with a solo attack in the closing kilometres, but it was never going to last as the hungry peloton mowed him down. And in a tough uphill sprint from Avanti Racing, Neil van der Ploeg burst ahead of the peloton to claim the stage honours.
Yeah, stage win's definitely a bit of a bonus. The GC battle was definitely on from the gun today. There was just attacks going basically right from the end of neutral all the way to the finish. There's not too many sprinters here, so pretty much all the teams were trying to gain an advantage on GC, so it was really hard. Everyone was just attacking constantly, so exciting race.
I was quite impressed by some of the young Search to Retain riders having a good dig in the last closing stages. But of course, Avanti too strong and outclassed everyone putting it together for the finale. But some good stuff out there on the roads, some young kids showing themselves. You can see they're willing to have a go and really thought they could make a difference. So it's great to see, and I want to see more of it.
Alistair Donoghue was 3rd on the stage, finishing just behind Daniel Fitter, but the new race leader Van den Ploeg doesn't anticipate retaining the leader's jersey after the stage 2 finish atop the Bunya Mountains.
I'll definitely be looking for someone else to take up the reins tomorrow. Yeah, it's a brutal climb. We'll be looking to Jack Haig, Mark O'Brien, Chris Hamilton and Joe Cooper. Like, we've got a lot of climbers here. So
going into tomorrow, it's pretty clear that will be the most decisive day. So yeah, we'll sort of get ourselves in the best possible condition for that climb, and yeah, just to go up there as best we can.